Hello guys, it's me, Bad Jokes FM, back at you once again, and yep, that's right, I am around, I'm still alive, I'm a little bit late to this party, but the party can now get started, because Bad Jokes FM is here. Finally got my hands on the FM18 Beta, finally ready to record, and so this is what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of weeks. This is going to be Kopping the title. So, hello guys, welcome to episode 1 of Kopping the title, my Liverpool beta save for the next couple of weeks. Hope you're all going to enjoy it. I've had a little bit of time on the beta so far, about 3-4 hours, so nowhere near as much as some of the other YouTubers you might have already seen. But I've had a good look. I'm really liking it this year. There's a couple of bits I'm really liking, and I'm going to go through them with you. But first up, we've got the first league game of the season. We're away to Southampton, as you can see. I'm going to go through the transfers, because again, as you can see just over here, I've pretty much bankrupted the club already. I've spent all the transfer budget. We've gone over the wage budget. This is going to be a typical big team, Bad Jokes FM sort of style. And so, let's go and crack on with the transfers. There's been a couple of big ones, because I hope you will like who I have brought in. If you think I've messed up, let me know. But the first guy I have brought in is Matija Nastasic from Gelsenkirchen for 18.5 million. Is his screen going to load up? Yeah, it is. And so, yeah, we go. Central defender, 24 years old, from Serbia. I think he looks very good. He's got 17 teamwork, 17 positioning, concentration, composure, anticipation, all good mental stats. He's looking very good. He's got good marking, good tackling, everything you could really want from a defender, really. I do tend to get him most years on FM for the last couple of years, so quite happy to have been able to get him in so early this year. And the next guy we brought in, a £40 million man from Sevilla, Steven Nzonzi, is a 28-year-old French defensive midfielder, can also play in central midfield, which is where he will be playing mostly for us. He's got 16 for passing, 15 for heading, 15 for first touch. He's got very good physicals, very happy with that. Good composure, good positioning. I'm really liking him. I think the central defence and the midfield has been the problems for Liverpool so far this season. And so if we can try and tighten them two positions up, I think we could have a very good year. And now the next guy to come in is a fella who I try to get most years, is Daniel Wass. If I've just mullered that, let me know. But look at that. He's a natural all on the right. He's a natural pretty much all in the centre. He can play all on the left and he can play central defence. What a good player he is to get in. He can play absolutely everywhere. He's an ideal player for me. And I think he's going to be awesome for this year, because I've seen a few of the other YouTubers moaning about injuries. I've not had too many injuries yet. I'll show you in a minute. And so I think if we do get a big injury crisis, he's a good one to have, because you can just slot him in anywhere and he should do a decent job. So we've spent 67 million and we've only got in 6.5 million. Because we've got rid of Lazar Markovic to Villarreal for 6.5 million. Not somebody who I'm too upset about losing. Maybe could have got a bit more money for him. But just look at that. All that red is, the red is my poor stat, and as you can see. And it just looks awful. So he's gone. I'm not really that interested in keeping hold of him. I've sent a few others out on loan. Not anybody too important really. Ovi Ajaria, I know him from last year from my Southampton save on FM18. So he's gone. Joe Gomez has gone on loan because Nastasic has come in. So can't see Gomez getting too much game time. And anyone else? Ben Woodburn, the Wales hero, he's gone on loan to Middlesbrough. Hopefully he can do something for them down there and improve. And so let's go and crack on with a couple of the new features. I will just quickly go over dynamics. I realise I'm a little bit late, but it's dynamics. It's something I'm very excited about, so I just want to go over it very quickly. As you can see, the dressing room atmosphere is very good. Got no unhappy players at the club, which is a bit of a bonus. Everyone seems to be liking me at the minute. We currently have 46 players at the club, including 11 in the first team who are very happy. So that's very, very good. And yeah, we have many players who share nationality. And what we've got for the match cohesion. Team's collective mental state has seen a slight improvement since I've come into the club. So that's good. This will generally improve player positioning during matches, yada yada yada. I'm sure you've heard all this of all the other YouTubers. Players will experience a slight improvement to their vision, so that's good. And let's go and check out the social groups. As you can see, we've got the big main social group there. And I believe if you click on someone, it will show you who they're friends with. Oh no, that's what that does. So James Milner, the team leader, he's got high ability. He's the vice captain, been in the squad a long time. He's got a common nationality with quite a few teammates. And so, yeah, I'm really liking this. Jordan Henderson, let's click on him, see what it brings up for him. Absolutely nothing. Okay, why does it do more for Milner than it does for Henderson? Okay, that's slightly strange. Maybe that's a bit... Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so, yeah, pretty much the same as Milner. So, let's just try another look at, like, Mohamed Salah, who's just come into the club. See what it says for him. Where are we? Can we click on that? Oh, have I got to go through it through here? I shouldn't have to. There we go. Key player, ambitious. Mohamed is a new signing at the club and is still establishing himself within the squad. He's got a good ability though, and he's an important squad member. So hopefully over time we might see him rising up into either the secondary social group or the core group. And if we just have a look at the hierarchy very quickly, as you can see, Henderson and Milner top of the tree. Lallana, Coutinho, Klein, Mingale, Lovren, Sturridge and Clavin, all highly influential players. And that is actually proved quite important already for me, because I've been using this a lot for transfers and trying to see who to get rid of, who to keep and who to bring in. Because Clavan, I was thinking of getting rid of him, and I think I have been trying to. And no, I haven't. Yeah, it was on the backup save that I lost that I was trying to get rid of him on. But this one, I was thinking of getting rid of him, but it just didn't happen, because if you look, he's in the core social group. So if I was to get rid of him, it's all these people that might upset. And so I thought, no, just leave it. Just see if I can get something out of him. But we're going to wait till January. If he's not performing by then he's going to be off. But also, that's enough for the dynamics, I think, for the minute. And so let's go and have a look at my new favourite screen this year. Here we are, it's this one, the tactics screen. Oh my days, I am so in love with this screen. I love how it just points out to you in a way I can understand where you're strong, where you're weak. And yeah, because as I say, FM17, I was awful at the tactics. Got sacked, 3, 4, 5 times. Can't really remember, I lost count after a while. Including getting sacked twice at the same club. Hopefully that's not going to happen this year, because now this screen, you can see that you're strong where we got Mane. Area of strength there for Mane and for Salah and for Moreno and Alexander-Arnold. So we're strong pretty much on the wings. So I'm happy with that. Oh no, we've got some minor issues here. Salah is staying so far forward as an inside forward that he is inevitably neglecting the midfield. Okay, so for future analysis, that's something I might want to change if this result doesn't go well. And so I like as well how you can see where you're really weak, because it just shows up there red. And it goes here, the decision to operate without anyone in the defensive midfield will result in less direct cover for the defence than by using a player in the same role. However, Nzonzi will willingly drop back to help out the defence from his role as a central midfielder. So quite happy with that. So hopefully that shouldn't be too much of an issue. And you can see Coutinho, we're really strong up there. And we're up top as well, we've got Firmino. So really happy with that. And I think I've got my team just about set up. And actually that's what one of my followers, Parkera, I think it was asking for. The team instructions, it's right here, mate. It's pretty much the same as last year. Just go and have a look at the look for the underlap. That's new. I think that's about the only thing on here that is new. But what I do like is that if you go, like, I'll just show you what my intensity is at the minute. Like, it's quite red at the minute, it's quite high. I think that's quite suited for Liverpool. They do play quite a high pressing game. So I think the high intensity will suit them. But if you have a look there, it's quite red at the minute, like I say. But if you go much lower on the tempo, you can then see it drop back. So I really, really like that. I'm just going to put that back up to much higher. And that's back where we was. And so, anyone want to see a game of football? I do. I want to play a game of football. First game of the league season. Away to Southampton. Let's hopefully get a win. Have I got everyone in this team that I want? Yeah, Daniel Weiss, I've just got to put him into the defence. Replace him with Lovren. And yep, that's where we go. So the team for today's game. Will I do it now? Yeah, I'll do it now. I'll show you the intro screen. Some of you have probably already seen it, but let's go. Mingale in the goals. Moreno left back. Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right, who apparently has a good connection with Mohamed Salah. So that's good. That's very good to see early on. Got Nastasic and Matip in the centre of defence. Nzonzi, Emre Can in the centre of midfield. Salah on the right. Coutinho just behind our main striker. Mane on the left. And Firmino up top. Let's go and play a game of football. And so, media prediction and match preview and all that. This is all a little bit different. Liverpool is saying we are the favourites. We're 6-4 to win. So, quite happy with that. They are obviously thinking that we should be winning. Is there actually a press preview like how there was before? No, I don't think there is. I think this is all we get now. Okay, I quite enjoyed how it was before, but okay. Let's leave it like that, and now let's go and crack on to whatever the next screen is. Yep, just submit my team. And yep, give him a insert number. And here we go. This is a new screen, something I do very much like. And this is also going to mean a big change for the channel, big change for the series. Miles Jacobson, sorry mate, but you was right. I could not believe you're right. I'm not going to be using the 2D anymore this year. 3D, from what I've seen of it, does look very, very good. So I'm going to be using the 3D for this series. I've tried recording it already. It looks alright. It looks good. So hopefully it will hold up today. But if not, it's the beta. Can always go back to 2D if it comes to it. And so here we go. New screen this. Team talk screen. And I really like this because you actually get a reaction from the players now. And so with this being the first league game of the season, I'm going to say passionately, or do I go aggressive? I'm going to go passionately. Come on lads, show me what you can do. No particular reaction. Of course there hasn't. Okay, so I'm just going to hand that over to my assistant, see what he has to say. Who has he spoken to? He's spoken to a few players. He's spoken to Coutinho. Show me what you got tonight. He just listened keenly, and he said the same to Mane, who again has just done the same. So let's go and crack on with the game, and let's get a win, start off the season the best possible way. Oh, first tunnel interview. You're about to take charge of your first match as Liverpool manager. Can you sum up your feelings on an occasion like this? It's a special day. Can't wait to get started. Nzonzi takes the armband today. What do you see in him as a leader? Oh yeah, I completely forgot. I set a captain. That's a good start to the series, isn't it? Okay, yeah, I'm going to say he's a natural choice. So he's captain on his debut. Well, he's a lucky boy, isn't he? And as you can see, both the teams just having their pre-match huddles there. And here we go, first highlight. If this is going to be anything major, I will be amazed. But we are playing the ball along quite nicely at the minute. And yep, that is the end of that first pointless highlight. Here we go, 13 minutes in. Bertrand with a throw-in. Goes to Ganzo. Back to Bertrand. To Lamina. To Buffal. Buffal loses it there to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who gets it to Salah, who has tracked back quite nicely. And now he's coming forward with the ball. It's over the halfway line. Goes to Coutinho. tries to get it over the top, but Holt is just in there to intercept it. Goes to Tadic, wide to Buffal. Buffal just over the halfway line, forward to Austin in a little bit of space. Are we going to close him down? Yes, we are. Force him to play it to Tadic. Tadic in space. Tadic shoots. Oh, just wide. Here we go. Highlight not long after. Alberto Moreno with the ball into Chan. Wide to Mane. Mane against his former club. Back to Chan, who goes to Coutinho. We're keeping the ball very nicely here. Arnold on the overlap. Keeps the ball in. Crosses it immediately. But it gets headed away by Virgil van Dijk. Salah with a shot. And it's hit the post and it's come away. Oh, I thought that was going to be our first league goal of the season. There's now another highlight. This is all action this game so far. Austin with the ball in his own half. Can we win it off him? Yes, we can. Great tackle there. But it only goes as far as Tadic. Tadic goes long and Buffal into the box. Crosses it and Ganzo with a shot and we're behind. Oh, not a good start. Ganzo, the old wonder kid from a few years ago, has come back to haunt me. As now we're just seeing this highlight. Tadic with the replay. Tadic with the ball. Goes across to Buffal. Buffal with the cross and Ganzo there just putting it into the back of the net. And we've got an injury. Emre Can is injured. Who do we bring on for him? Do we bring on Oxlade-Chamberlain? Or do we bring on Milner? I say bring on Milner. Put Milner in. That's something I've noticed that doesn't happen anymore this year. Whenever you highlight somebody and you want to take them off, I think before their names used to get highlighted just to show you who you might be able to bring on for them. That doesn't happen anymore. So you've just got to take the extra couple of seconds just to read through the positions, just to see who can go in there. And so, going to bring Milner on. I'm going to give him a team talk and I'm going to say... Oh, can you do a team talk for who's coming off now? Oh, that'd be quite good. But I'm going to say to Milner, I think there's a lot more to come from you. And yeah, he's happy. And no, you can't, but it just shows you the substitution. So I do quite like that. That's the first time I've noticed that. So yeah, that's good. I'm liking that. And just confirm that. Just about half an hour gone. It's Tadic with the corner. It's Austin with a header. Hit the post and come away. And we clear it for a corner. Oh, we need to get this away. If we go 2-0 down, I will not be happy at all. Tadic with the corner. Nzonzi gets it away, but only back to Tadic, who plays it back to Gonzo. And Tadic again has it. Goes for the shot, and that goes well wide. Thank you for that. Bertrand again. This is all Southampton. This is not good. Bertrand with the ball. Buffal with it. Goes to Tadic, and Tadic in space. He shoots, and that's wide. Oh, this tactic is not working just yet, is it, lads? We need to show some sort of improvement. I'm going to get into the lads at half time. As you can see, nobody over a 6.9. That shows just how poor we have been. I might go to my backup tactic already. I didn't really want to. But I will show you it in a second. And that's half time. So let's go and have a look at the team talk. Actually, no, this is going to come up first. Okay, so Matt's stats. They've had 7 shots to our 5. 2 shots apiece. And it's been 50-50-ish on the possession. So let's go and get into the dressing room and see what we can say. Tactics. Let's have a look at the tactics first before I speak to them. So I've got this 4-2-3-1 wide, or I've got this one as well. But I think if we're trying to chase a game, we want that, and we want to go attacking and fluid. I think I've got too many instructions. That might be something I want to change up in the next game. I'm gonna leave it at that for the minute. Just gonna go into the team talk, and I'm gonna say to the lads, aggressively or assertively even, I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. And majority of the players have reacted positively. And now let's hand it over. Actually, no. Before I hand it over, I want to go to the attacking players. I want to say to them, we need something a lot better from you. And Firmino's deep in fault, and that's about it. Now let's hand it over to my assistant. And the players look ready to walk through walls. Well, that's awesome. That is brilliant. Hopefully we're going to get a much better reaction in the second half. First highlight of the second half, straight away off the kickoff. Southampton have just come straight at us. We just can't seem to get the ball away. And now Salah, far too deep there. He's got the ball. It goes to Coutinho, to Firmino. Firmino with the ball, crosses it across the pitch. And Mane beats his man there, but it's tackled awfully. But now Southampton coming at us again. And Zonzi back to Nastasic, to Alberto. And he goes wide to Mane. Mane with the ball. And he's coming forward. He's running at the defence. Goes past one man. Goes to Firmino. And can he get it back to a teammate? He does. Mane is into the box. Just needs a cross here and redo it. Firmino with a header. And it's saved and just goes behind. Oh, the header went over. It was a goal kick. Sorry, lads. But here we go. This is looking better. Coutinho with a free kick. Matip with the header. And we are level 3 minutes into the second half. I am the team talk master. That is a much, much better start to the second half than I was expecting. And now let's have a look at this from the different angle. Coutinho with a free kick. Matip there just to nod it into the back of the net. Let's go and win this game. Southampton with a free kick of their own. Ganzo goes short to Lemina. Lemina just running at our box. Goes for a long shot, but it takes a couple of deflections and just goes to our keeper. Almost an hour gone and Tadic again is coming at us. He crosses it in, but Nastasic there nice and coolly to intercept. But he goes long to absolutely nobody. Cedric back to Virgil van Dijk. And he goes long. And Buffal past his man now. Austin in space. Austin shoots. And we're behind again. Oh my days. What a back and forth game this is. Not good. 2-1 behind. We're just going to have another look at this from a different angle. Cedric with it. Goes to Van Dijk. Who goes long. And goes forward to Buffal. To Austin. Austin with a shot. And Mingale. Very, very poor there. Just letting that dribble into the back of the net. Okay guys, just made a couple of changes with 25 minutes left. Brought on the Ox for my man Salah. And yeah, changed him to a winger. Hopefully having them both, Chamberlain and Mane, running up and down the wings. That might help limit some of the defensive frailties we have been showing. And I've brought Danny Ings on up top. He's a much better complete forward than Firmino, apparently, according to my assistant manager. So hopefully we can get something out of this game. I'm just going to give both of them a team talk as well. I'm going to say to both of them, there's a lot more to come from you and I completely believe in you. And they've reacted in no particular way whatsoever. So let's go and win this game. 25 minutes left. Or can we at least get a point? Just about 10 minutes left and not much else has happened. Ganzo with a ball to Lemina for Southampton. Back to Austin, to Tadic. Back to his man who shoots and it just goes over. And now I'm just going to make a couple of tactical tweaks. Because this is not working at all. Okay guys, just made some tactical changes. We're going a bit more balanced. We're going to hit early crosses and a pumping ball in the box and shoot on sight. And we're going route 1. Let's hope we can get something out of this game. Don't want to lose my first game on FM18. 5 minutes left. Mingale with a goal kick. Goes long. But Romeo beats our man to it. They didn't even attempt to challenge for it. Buffal with it. And Alberto nods it away. But only as far as Austin. Austin back to Lemina. Lemina's through on goal. Lemina shoots and Mingale makes a save. And it goes out for the corner. Tadic with the corner, gets headed away, and can we please get this away from them? Coutinho eventually clears it into the stands, but still Southampton are all over us. Tadic with the throw in, and he goes to Lemina. Is he going to cross it in, or are they just going to try and waste some time here? I think they're just trying to waste time here now, aren't they, lads? Tadic with the ball in his own corner. Ganzo to Tadic, back to Lemina. Lemina with the ball to Ganzo. Shoots and that's in. Okay. I've got some work to do on the tactics, haven't I, lads? Not good. 3-1 down. This is going to be the end of the game, you should think. Tadic with the replay. On the replay now. Go to Lamina. Ganzo with a shot. It took a massive deflection. That's what takes it into the back of the net. Okay, this is going to be the last highlight of the game. Not a very good performance. Lots of things to work on. And work on them I shall. As they're coming forward again. Why we're still playing, I don't know. As finally we're not. The full-time whistle has gone. And wow, the review saying they predicted a draw before the match. Did you? Where could I have seen that? I had no idea we was able to see that. If you could show me where that is, that'd be very nice. And they're surprised that Southampton have been able to win it. You and me both, fella. I thought we had more than enough to get a win there. Okay, so I'm just going to say to the lads assertively, that was blooming awful. And see what they say. Most of the players reacted positively. Let's go to the assistant and see what he's got to say. And he said nothing. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave the game. Yep, am I going to leave? Come on. Yep, yeah I am. So, how long we're looking at now? Half an hour. Okay. So that is where I'm going to leave it for now, lads. Hope you've enjoyed the episode. I know it's been a little bit longer. Haven't seen a few of the other YouTubers. Theirs have been a bit longer as well. I think it's just how it goes for beta saves and all that. But if you have enjoyed that video, and if you're looking forward to the rest of the series, give me a thumbs up down below, and subscribe to my channel. Really means a lot. The channel is growing massively. And actually I just want to say thank you everybody that has watched my top 5 teams not to manage video. It was only meant as a bit of a joke, as a bit of a laugh, and it has done phenomenally. 550 odd views at the time of recording. So thank you all so much for that. If you haven't seen it, I'll link to it down below. So yeah, thank you for that. Subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing this for the next couple of weeks. And then after that, I've got an East Ham FC save coming up. A created club. Got a trailer for that coming out some point next few days. I've just got to finish that up. And so yeah, if you're excited for all that good stuff, give me a subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Only one thing left to say. I am Bad Jokes FM. I am out.